I'm on the last tube home. I'm just sitting there and I'm fairly unaware of myself because I'm thinking about something else. I'm on my way back from seeing my sister in a play and I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about how far she's come from the days when she was younger and she had the hunger, but maybe a little less of the courage. I'm thinking about her talent, her gradually acquired skill, the slowly growing burn of the fire of her will, the sheer beauty of her mind and heart and smile, the sheer pride in her that's mine and hers, and I'll try and see her again soon. Meanwhile, there's other things in there too. The little place in my head where you have tended to reside recently, the little space in my bed where through a series of nights you've put down roots and curled them round mine. As the poem I'm trying to write in my mind, the show that I'm trying to learn my lines for, the war that my landlord's got on with next door. So I'm not paying much attention when at the next station 3 men station themselves opposite me. But I slowly notice that they're using an unusual number of numbers. Their manner is casual, totally usual, but their mutual refusal to use a few words, the usual way conversation occurs, that grabs the corner of my attention and shakes at it, like a child tugging a paper. They aren't telephone numbers, the format's not right. They're not distances, temperatures, bets on a fight. They aren't figures, sums, accounts, amounts. A mounting suspicion is dampened by doubt at their total ease and the fact they don't seem to be staring. But I'm aware now, so I keep my face down and dazed, but my ears and focus are both turned their way. 72264? You sure? Surely the 2 shouldn't be the same. Yeah, I reckon they are, but in different ways. 62274 though, I reckon. What? You're kidding me? That way round? Okay, how about this? 72274. Pause. The 2 either side, high five. 5. 5 digits under 10. 5 women in the carriage with those men. 5 seconds till I glance at them again, and this time I can see that, like me, they want to see but not be seen to be. Their eyes keep flicking too quick to be too much at the 2 women who they just ranked a 2. A 2. 2 women who are just sat having a chat on the tube. And I'm confused. Because for what test are they being marked out of 10? There's no list of words, spellings, sums, a bunch of questions, some right and some wrong. They're just breathing and sitting and quietly talking. One of them's tapping her foot on the floor, and for this she's been graded and given a score. This jury of 3 in the space of a minute have taken her life and everything in it and boiled it down to the picture they see when they glance over so quickly that no one can see. Now, just to be clear on it, this woman may not give a shit. Her identity and her sense of herself is probably built on considerably more than the extent to which her draw in the genetic lottery of physical appearance happens to align with the current design of the arbitrary, socially constructed ideal of beauty, in the opinions of 3 strangers who have no bearing on her life. But that doesn't make it right. To stamp a number on a person like a price. To think that your gaze has a right to quantify their life. And to you it might seem like a childish game matching numbers to pictures, but to me it's a game matching numbers to me. And to you it might seem like nothing major, but my body is appraised by strangers continually. And for you to do that so brazenly, openly, in your everyday tone, well, that actually did have me thrown. And don't get me wrong, I don't want your assessment in any form. Words hurled at me in the street make me want to hurl, but to not even bother with language. To make me so uncomplicated, even as an image, that just 1 digit is required. And here's what really gets me fired. The thing that makes me sting is that if my sister had been there on the train, they'd have stuck a number on her just the same. And I only realise the game they are playing a second before I get off the train, so I don't get to say anything to them, which is a shame because now, somehow, I feel to blame. Like because I didn't call them out, I've somehow copped out, dropped out of a chance to advance social equality. Because I didn't mutiny, I gave them immunity. Because I had the opportunity and I missed it, I'm somehow complicit in my own objectification. Like I've played along because I didn't tell them it's wrong. I let it belong as socially acceptable, respectable, forgettable, normal. Like my silence said it was fine. It's allowed because I didn't protest aloud. A loud absence of grievance giving license, giving clearance. Like my omission was a deliberate position of permission, and that permission was now as responsible as they were, or more important, being the voice or lack of the actual subject. And how is it fair that my just sitting there puts me in a place where I have to face a choice between giving up my voice or arguing with strangers? Arguing with strangers, or knowing that if I didn't, I should have. Why is the onus on me to say that I want to get home at the end of the day without being marked out of 10? When am I going to be able to go where I'm going without knowing that the men over there are staring, without being aware of their stares, scared of their stares because my fair share of friends have actually been attacked by their catcallers? It may seem tiny, but you see, it reminded me that some people look at my sister and see a body, not a person. And I know there are worse things and no one got hurt. But I think there are links between such an overt reduction of a person's worth and whatever the worst things you're thinking of were. And the things I should have said go through my head as I tread the familiar path to my bed, and I wish I'd said, hey. Because I try to judge people by a little bit more than what they look like, I want you to know you'd all score no more than a 0.